Okay, it's the new week. Let's see what's our trash treasury gonna give us. This, I don't know, some kind of MDF box. Could deconstruct it, but not really interested in MDF. Wow, and here's some pretty stuff. Yeah, you see the bunch of fresh plywood. It's the leftovers from the CNC cut. So I guess they needed to make some frames, and the inside of these frames just went to the trash. So I'm gonna take them because I'm gonna make some assemblage, some paintings on them. So maybe even use them in the construction of my objects. So that's definitely the good thing.
When I found some free time after work, I spent it by creating some stuff for my home studio. Right now I'm doing the table base from the plywood leftovers. Also, I want you to meet Justin. He helps me a lot at my work in the studio. Look, he's so cute. He's a baby, about 7 months old. That's so nice. Just got the call from my landlord saying that we need to leave the apartment in 2 months. Feel very complicated feelings about that because we knew that it might happen because the building that we are renting apartment right now is under the renovation program, but so as a lot of buildings here in our city and in Israel in general. So there is a massive program of renovation of the old houses that are still from the 50s or something. So at some places they destroyed completely and build a new one on the old spots. In some cases they just remake the old ones, so they usually add something like several levels or the shelters inside the flats or something like that. But nevertheless, we was told that it could happen anytime, but usually it lasts like for years. And it happens that our time here was just 2 months. The good thing is I wasn't able to actually build the studio here as I wanted, so it's not that painful to leave it behind. And also we didn't really get all the necessary furniture yet, so it's also better in terms of transportation. For now, I'm stopping building my studio, at least not here, because I don't have an idea what kind of the apartment we would get. Yeah, so moving forward into the unknown. Today we're working in the synagogue. We need to renew the paint on the vitrines, but it's always fun to work in such places because there is a lot of interesting stuff inside and you can spend quality time, and also the atmosphere is very pleasing.
just accidentally, well, now it's over. We just accidentally turned on the signalization because we were discussing the elements of the decoration, and put the hint over there, and the signalization started.
And also in this museum complex there is the Holocaust Museum, so right now I'm gonna show it to you. Just got back from the working day in the museum, and I was thinking whole day how it is much more pleasing and fulfilling to work in, not in the commercial area but in cultural, because not only I am able to visit very inspiring and impressive places, but the feeling of purpose is much more intense for me personally. Of course, for somebody it is the case to create something in order to get the income, but for me, working in the commercial areas, it might be the digital work like I did, or the physical work like I did, like I worked with the furniture and all that stuff. Even though I enjoy the process of woodworking and creating stuff anyway, the sense of purpose, that it is not just the trade material, that it's not just some item that's goal is to be sold and to generate income. It's such a pleasing feeling to understand that people who are in charge of things, who are pushing you to create something, are interested not only in income but in the culture itself, in art, in the history, that they care about things that much more deep and thoughtful and interesting and intellectual and beautiful in general as the ideas, as the situations, knowing that all of it is also the case and also very important and on the front line of the goal, is so encouraging and helping to to continue doing it. Because when you set money as the goal, it's not really motivating. Like for me, I don't care about the income of the company. I care about my income, of course, but I don't care if the company would grow or not. I don't care about people who want to consume furniture, for example. Like, there are a lot of companies producing furniture, and the general people, they're not struggling in the situations that they have to live in the empty rooms, you know. I don't know, this consumption market not really motivating me, and supporting this consumption market is nothing for me but only the way to sustain my own life. However, working in culture, knowing that I'm doing something that's gonna be a part of history, not as the work of art itself yet, because it's not my art projects. Of course, I think that my personal projects would be the part of history, but these items that I'm doing in terms of work, and even if that's just the simple tasks as it was today, for example, we just restored the old paint on the vitrines in the museum, but still these vitrines are holding very, very important and impressive artifacts of history, and the whole museum is the work of art. And knowing that you made something that is part of that, it really makes a lot of sense for me. So yeah, just wanted to share this little insight that I got today, because I was never lucky before to work in culture, and that's the very new experience for me and the new understanding of things from that perspective.
It's finally a weekend morning. I'm feeling so exhausted that I'm really confused about doing a lot of things. This weekend I need to finish the historical clothes that I showed you, I guess, in the previous episode, because next week I'm already going to the historical march. That's gonna be crazy because the heat is gonna be enormous. But I agreed to rent a horse. And there is opportunity to go by foot or go as a horseman. I had a little bit experience of horse riding before, so now I'm going to also be a horseman. That's good, because if I'll go by foot, I wouldn't able to get to the job next day. Absolutely. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna film something this weekend, so might be it's the end. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned on the next episode, because it's gonna be absolutely crazy. And keep creating as always. Bye bye.